Acts 18:18-31.
Acts 18:18.
18 to 31. Shaul, that is interpreted as Paul, having stayed after this yet many days, took his leave of the brothers and sailed from there for Aram with Priscilla and Aquila. With him he shaved his head in Century, for he had a vow. He came to Ephesus and he left them there, but he himself entered into the synagogue and reasoned with the Yehudim. He reasoned with the Jews. When they asked him to stay with them a longer time, he declined. But taking his leave of them and saying, I must by all means keep this coming feast in Jerusalem, that's Jerusalem interpreted, but I will return again to you if Elohim wills. He set sail from Ephesus. When he had landed at Caesarea, he went up and greeted the assembly and went down to Antioch. Having spent some time there, he departed and went through the region of Galatia and Phrygia, in order establishing all the Talmudim. Now he was there establishing the disciples, right? Now a certain Yehudai named Apollos, that's Jew, an Alexandrian by race, an eloquent man, came to Ephesus. He was mighty in the scriptures. This man had been instructed in the way of the Adonai, and being fervent in spirit. He was fervent in spirit. He was taught in the scripture. He spoke and taught accurately the things concerning Yeshua, the salvation. Although he knew only the immersion of Yochanan, he only knew the baptism of John. That's what it's interpreted. He began to speak boldly in the synagogue. But when Priscilla and Aquila heard him, they took him aside and explained to him the way of Elohim more accurately. So these people knew more concerning, they were edified more. This man was taught in the word. This man knew the word. According to Galatians 6:7, you can check it out. The scripture said, let him that is taught in the word communicate with him that teacheth in all things. So he was taught in the word, but there was a communication. But look at it, people. He did not blaspheme to say, I didn't know it that way. He hearkened unto them. Let's continue in the text now. When he had determined to pass over into... Now, I want you to look at this now. Aquila heard him. They took him aside and explained to him the way of Elohim more accurately. When he had determined to pass over into Achaia, the brothers encouraged him and wrote to the Talmudim to receive him. When he had come, he helped them much who had believed through grace. He believed through grace. He helped them much. For he powerfully refuted the Yehudim publicly, showing by the scriptures that Yeshua was the Messiah. He was converted. Yeshua was the Messiah. And this is what we need to understand. We need to be open to the truth. We need to exercise humility before we head to humiliation. We need to open up our hearts and know that Yeshua is the Messiah. Don't blaspheme. Not what you have been taught growing up. Don't blaspheme. We as the Messianic community, we believe honestly in the Messiah. Now, I want to take you further. Understand.